I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now I would like to introduce my colleagues on the board of directors, at least those who are here. Steve Eli, Secretary of the Board. I'm not sure if I see anybody else, but we do have past President John Anderson and his wife Phyllis. Okay, for the remainder of the program this morning, I would like to now introduce the Master of Ceremonies, Tom Love, our General Manager.
Thank you, Terry. I want to thank Sandra Elrod and her staff for organizing this event, and I only had 3 criteria. 1, it's not raining. 2, it's not too cold, and 3, the wind's blowing. And so Sandra's batting 1,000. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that. This project, as Director Catlin mentioned, is part of IEUA's initiative that's been laid out by the Board of Directors to achieve gridless operation during peak energy hours by 2020. This wind turbine joins a megawatt of solar production on the other side of the tent here on the compost facility. So at this facility we have the capacity to generate 2 megawatts of energy, renewable energy, for our uses here on this site. That's equivalent to nearly 1,000 homes. That's the electricity use of 1,000 homes, 2 megawatts. Now today, this wind turbine, I was told, is generating between 600 and a little over 900 kilowatts, depending on if the wind picks up, and it feels like it's picking up behind me right now. Maybe by the time we're done, with enough hot air, we can get it up to a megawatt. The other thing I wanted to recognize before we get on with the program is the partnership with Foundation Windpower and Matt Wilson will be presenting later on. But what I want to do right now, I want to have all the Foundation Windpower staff, Southern California Edison staff, and IEUA staff who were involved in the implementation of this project, please stand up and we'll give them a big round of acknowledgement. This partnership was a power purchase agreement. Foundation Windpower provided the implementation, the construction, they own the facility, and through the power purchase agreement, IEUA purchases the power that's generated for use at this facility. And it was a great way for IEUA to implement the program with a company that has expertise in wind power implementation and construction. And also, IEUA did not have to come up with capital to build this facility. That was done through the power purchase agreement, so it's an excellent way for us to implement a project of this nature. What I want to do now is recognize some of the dignitaries who are in attendance today, or the representatives, starting from Senator Joe Baca's office, Stephen Wall, and Jack Cunningham. Congressman. Thank you. I'll get to the state senator in a little while. From the city of Chino, Mayor Dennis Yates, Councilman Earl Elrod. From our host city, city of Rancho Cucamonga, Mayor Dennis Michael, Mayor Pro Tem Sam Spagnolo, Councilmember Diane Williams, Councilman Bill Alexander, and Councilman Chuck Puckett. And I didn't see John, City Manager John Gillison. Oh, he's right here in front of me. Oh, and Linda Daniels, Deputy City Manager, and Fire Chief Mike Bell. From one of our sister water agencies, Three Valleys Municipal Water District, is Dan Moran. And from our local water district, Cucamonga Valley Water District, President Kathy Teagues from their board. President Oscar Gonzalez. I haven't seen Oscar here. Director Jim Curtalo, and Director Hank Stoy, and Director Randall Reed. Get my pages from blowing away here. Are we at a megawatt now? It feels like it. Chino Valley Independent Fire District, Director Ray Marquez and Director Jim Espinoza. The compost facility next to us is a partnership with the Los Angeles County Sanitation District, and here representing the IERCA, Inland Empire Regional Composting Authority Board, is Chairman John Blickenstaff. From Senator Boxer's office, Al Garrett. And from Congressman Miller's office, Sarah Benoit. And from County Supervisor Ovitt's office, Roman Nava. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but if I did, we'll catch up later on. Oh, and it's not on my list, but I knew it. Actually, it is under the papers. From the local supervisorial district, Supervisor Janice Rutherford. I would now like to start introducing our speakers. And from the city of Rancho Cucamonga, Mayor Pro Tem Sam Spagnolo. Mayor Pro Tem Spagnolo has been a member of the Rancho Council since 2004. I know you have a lot of good things to say. He serves on the League of Cities Employee Relations Policy Committee and is chair of the Inland Empire Task Force, as vice chair of the Foothill Freeway Corridor Design Authority. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you very much. Yeah. One thing they said, it's a good thing the wind is blowing and it's blowing in the right direction. Blowing this way, we'd all be in trouble. We in the city take this seriously. You can tell everybody's here except our mayor, who is out of the country right now, but it's important when you look at sustainability in our community. And you can see how powerful the wind can be. It's kind of overtakes what you're going to have to say. We even brought our fire department down here just in case we overload our tent. Covering all our bases. A lot has been said about the renewable sources, and you know, in our city we've been actively promoting our environmental sustainability through our Healthy RC, and it's programs like this with the wind turbine in our city, and the Inland Empire Agency is leading by example and doing the right things, and we're reducing this to help reduce our carbon footprint. So I didn't go into all of the other aspects that have already been covered, but on behalf of the Rancho Cucamonga City Council, we extend our congratulations to the Inland Empire Utility Agency for generating clean electricity that not only benefits this plant, but helps to promote wind energy resources in the Inland Empire. Thank you very much for being here today. I'm trying to save your phone. Yeah, well,
Thank you very much. When we put together this program, one of the agencies that we wanted to have represent us and make some comments was the AQMD, Air Quality Management Board, Air Quality Management District Board of Directors. And here from the Air Quality Management Board and also from the city of Chino is Mayor Dennis Yates. Mayor, now wait. I got more. I'm trying to get the hot air going here. Mayor Yates has been a member of the City Council since 1992, 20 years. Congratulations. Dennis is the Vice Chairman of the South Coast Air Quality Management District's Governing Board. He serves as the city's representative to the San Bernardino Association of Governments as a board member, and he is also on the Sandbag Major Projects and Administrative Committees. He's also a member of Omnitrans and serves on the Planning and Productivity Committee. Mayor Yates also serves on the Advisory Committee for Flood Control District 1, San Bernardino County. Mayor Yates.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning, everybody. I stand here as a representative for the 16 cities in San Bernardino County, AQMD. But as vice chair, I have all 4 counties that AQMD cover. It's interesting to note that 44% of California's population lives within the purview of the South Coast Air Quality Management District. So we have a lot of on our plate, and we continue to work hard. I'm pleased to be to join in recognizing today's dedication of this fantastic new generation site here in Rancho Cucamonga. And I'm especially proud that this project is the first of its kind to use a utility scale wind turbine on site at a large facility here in San Bernardino County. Clean air and clean water are right up there with what we look at the critical elements of a healthy living and thriving community, essential for both a healthy economy and healthy residents. The papers are really flowing down. Traditionally, local governments and special purpose districts have managed these important resources in fairly isolated management systems. But in recent years, it has become much more clear that if we optimize our public investments in technology and infrastructure, we get more bang for the buck through a coordinated approach, one based primarily on clean energy. As local public officials, we best serve the public when we act on the conviction that whenever possible, our decisions and actions should be integrated to address multiple public needs with single investments. The AQMD Governing Board is convinced that a viable solution, one that brings us improved air quality, greater energy security, and climate benefits, is for us to speed our transition from fossil fuel benefits away from the fossil fuel to broader use of zero and non-zero emission energy sources such as electricity, and especially electricity generated from sustainable sources such as wind and solar energy and biofuels. And the IEUA has all of those, so they're a real leader in the utilities here in the San Bernardino County. When we see this turbine moving behind me, I hope it will remind us that the well-planned clean energy projects and energy efficiency technologies represent a positive future for our community and our families. We salute this state-of-the-art wind turbine today, along with the great teamwork that has placed it here. We also need to remember clean energy isn't just about technology. It's about lives and livelihoods. These are what's really at stake as we work to speed up the transition to cleaner, more sustainable power sources, healthier lives and healthier livelihoods for ourselves, our friends, loved ones, and our community. So thank you for allowing us to help celebrate this tremendous achievement in sustainable growth, and one that will benefit the whole South Coast Basin for years to come. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, if anyone can get the hot air blowing, it's Mayor Yates. Just one other recognition. We have Manuel Carril, District Representative for Senator Gloria Negrete McLeod. Thanks for being here. As I mentioned before, IEUA's partner in this public-private partnership is Foundation Windpower, a developer of wind power throughout the western United States. And as I mentioned before, we couldn't have accomplished this project, obviously, without them. I want to introduce Matt Wilson. Matt created Foundation Windpower to establish a systematic approach to bringing large-scale wind power solutions to rural industrial facilities in California, medium-sized utility-scale wind projects throughout the United States. Matt previously served the Siemens Building Technology Energy Group as Director of Business Development. Prior to that, he was Director of Business Development for Trapeze Networks, responsible for all OEM and strategic alliances. Also at AT&T Communications, Matt held the post of Director of Sales and Marketing. Matt Wilson.
Well, thank you all for coming out this morning. With the sun shining and the wind blowing, we're creating 2 megawatts of power, 1,000 homes. What I think we're out here today to recognize is the progress and celebrating the progress that we've made. This progress is exemplified in Inland Empire Utilities Agency's dedication to bring more on-site renewable generation to its operations. It's progress working with local companies like Amaron, who they're local pipe fitters here in Fontana, created the 25,000 pound towers that are behind us today. And we joked a little bit. I was talking with the president about 5 months ago, right before we were going to deliver these things, and he said, you know what, we could just roll them over here. So it's nice working with a local company like Bragg, whose iron workers built this thing and married 150 bolts 250 feet in the air into 1-inch circles. So it's just amazing watching these skilled trades people do these things. And I just wanted to say, in 2008, my partners and I started Foundation with one goal: to bring clean, renewable energy at a price that was less than the grid. And what this machine is doing behind us right now is delivering on that promise and delivering in that progress. So this machine right now is delivering 1 megawatt of electricity as of about 7 minutes ago, my latest text, and it is doing so without any GHG emissions at all, without any SOx, NOx, particles per million. So we recognize that the progress that we made. It's a small step, but it's one that we should congratulate everybody on here that is here, that's meant so much to this progress and really got this going. So thank you, Tom. Thank you, Inland Empire Utilities Agency, and thank you all for coming out here and recognizing the progress that we made.
Thank you, Matt. And now I didn't introduce him earlier as a dignitary, although he certainly is a dignitary and representing our service area very well. Senate Republican leader Bob Dutton, elected to the California 63rd Senate Assembly District in 2002. Senator Dutton, and in 2004 was elected 31st State Senate District. Since joining the legislature, Senator Dutton has been a champion for business and our local communities. He was the driving force behind the Inland Empire Transportation Roundtable, uniting businesses and local leaders in defining common goals and crafting language to be used to direct dollars to fund local infrastructure needs. As Vice Chair of the Budget Committee, Senator Dutton worked tirelessly to find ways to make California's government more efficient and more cost-effective. Because of his efforts and record of service, Senator Dutton was unanimously selected as Senate Republican leader last year. Senator Dutton.
Robbie, make a note. We want to update that intro because that's just about a year old. I'm no longer the Republican leader. I actually stepped down this year, but it was good up until this point here. That's not the reason I'm here today. I'm here today to thank you for inviting me, but also to pay recognition to the Inland Empire Utilities Agency as a critical provider for our region's water needs, they've made great strides in providing recycled water and to enhance the availability of water to our region. Today we celebrate another great accomplishment by the Inland Empire Utilities Agency. And frankly, it's not an easy chore. California has actually, they created some very high standards for renewable energy, using sometimes a little bit too stringent. But this is a good example of what you can end up accomplishing with regards to agencies working together, both the private and public sector working together as one. And I think this is a really good example, a real life example of what we can do if we all work together. This particular wind turbine, and I was telling him earlier, I'm ready for the whole model. John, I just want to let you know I'll be probably submitting an application. I'm not sure how the people in Hayfield States will feel about it, but I'm willing to be a test case, as I was with the solar panel system I put into my slope area as well. But I do think we do need to take a look at a variety of opportunities to be more energy efficient. California's always been a leader in that technology, and has always been a leader as far as bringing this type of amenity into practice. The other thing I'm also very proud of, because I spent a lot of time trying to find a California company that actually manufactured the solar panels I put in my house. I'm very happy to hear that you actually were able to find somebody here to manufacture this wind turbine as well. I think that's the other benefit, because not only does it help us save energy and energy more efficiently, but it also creates jobs in the area as well. So I think this is definitely a type of project that we want to certainly showcase with regards to the Inland Empire, because it shows what actually we can do. So what I like to do at this time is I have a couple of certificates I'd like to present to you for your accomplishment, and I want to extend my personal congratulations to you and express an appreciation to the people of the Inland Empire, especially the 31st Senate District. I want to thank you for leading the way. Truly, the Inland Empire is one of the good places, one of the best places to live and work and raise a family, and you've just made it a little bit better. I have a plaque here. By the way, this was not paid for by taxpayers. I actually bought this myself, frame and everything. Just want to let you know. You know we have no money, and so I have one here for both the Inland Utilities Agency as well as the company as well, the Foundation Windpower. So if I can present one to each of the respective organizations and say thank you. Job well done.
Thank you for those kind words, Senator. And we've reached the point in our program for presentations, and I want to start with a very important one. On my script, it says presentation of a big check. And for that, I want to introduce Matt Garcia, Manager of Government and Institutions Segment with Southern California Edison. Matt.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning, everyone. It's our pleasure on behalf of Southern California Edison to be able to be here this morning, to be able to not only the wind whistle through the turbine whistles through the microphone. I'd like to offer the regrets of Steve Sullivan, my director, who was scheduled to be here, but unfortunately had a schedule change that resulted this morning and could not be here, but I'm pleased to be able to be here on his behalf, representing the company in which we have a number of different individuals here that were involved in this project. And like the other speakers this morning, I'd like to be able to offer my congratulations and thanks to the dedicated staff members of IEUA, as well as Foundation Windpower and the technical consultants that were involved on this project. It took a lot of hard and dedicated work by a number of different individuals to see the results of what you see here behind you. And also, certainly with the work that Southern California Edison does in being able to administer the program, the Self-Generation Incentive Program that is administered by the Public Utilities Commission. And with that, it is a program that's designed to be able to incentivize renewable self-generation, both on the residential and commercial and industrial side of our customer base. And with that, it allows us to be able to, in California, to realize both small scale and larger scale, as you see behind you, renewable projects that allow for the diversification of our energy supply, as well as being able to achieve our overall state policy objectives of a renewable generation mix in California, and also the need to be able to strengthen and diversify our electric grid. So with that, the agency qualified for, with the size of this project, for a $1.5 million incentive through the Self-Generation Incentive Program. It is my pleasure on behalf of SCE and with the account manager James Passmore, who works closely with the agency, to be able to offer to the board and to the administrative staff and to Tom's bank account and Foundation Windpower, certainly, and but not least to Matt, a $1.5 million check for this project and helping to pay for the project costs. James?
You notice who the check's made payable to. It is not Tom Love. IEUA certainly sees the benefit of this through the power rates we pay Foundation Windpower for generation at the facility. So it certainly benefits the benefits of the project, and we appreciate that. At this point, I would like to ask if there are any other presentations that anyone has to present. Supervisor Rutherford.
Watch this thing going up and watch it run and have questions all the time. What does it do? How big is it? Why is it there? How come there's only one of them? So they wanted to come see it this morning, and so I brought them and Grandma with me because this is exciting for the families of our community, and it's exciting because it represents what's going to be the future of energy production in our community, because we can't keep going the way we've been going throughout my lifetime. We've got to change. We've got to adapt. We have to make all of our supply as renewable as possible. And this is an example of how if you dream it and believe it, you can do it, you can accomplish it, and by gosh, you can even make money at it. So my congratulations to the IEUA Board of Directors for having this vision, for coming up with the plan, for finding the right partners, for making this happen for our future and for the children of San Bernardino County. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Supervisor. We really appreciate that. Any other presentations? We do. Good.
Good morning. My name is Stephen Wall. I'm a representative for Congressman Joe Baca. And on behalf of the Congressman, I'm proud to present a certificate of special congressional recognition to the Inland Empire Utilities Agency for your commitment to providing clean and inexpensive energy sources that are going to help this region, help the consumers, and help the environment. This project will help the IEUA meet its energy needs at a reduced cost. So once again, on behalf of Congressman Joe Baca, congratulations to the Inland Empire Utilities Agency on this outstanding project, and we look forward to many more projects of this type coming down the line in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and please thank the Congressman. Any other presentations from the floor?
We had two that I wanted to. What did she do with them? Did you have those?
There we go.
There they go. Never want to.
Trying to lock them down.
Never miss the opportunity for a photo op, but I would like our city council to come up and show. Ours really aren't framed, but Bob, we do have a balanced budget. I can do that. Our council come forward. We have two certificates, both for the Inland Empire and also the Foundation Windpower.
Yeah, but our budget's been balanced for years, Bob.
There you go.
All right, I feel like an auctioneer. Is there a last bidder? Going once. Well, in closing, I want to express our sincere appreciation for all of those who took time out of your busy days to come and attend this important event for Inland Empire Utilities Agency and Foundation Windpower. This is certainly a keystone in our efforts to get gridless by 2020. And it's so pleased to have you attend and acknowledge the efforts of all those who put a great deal of effort into making this project a success. Thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Rachel from West
You have a pen, Frank?
Got a little bit of jazz in it back there.
About that article. Okay.